What's up guys, I'm going to be showing how donk plays connector and mid on the CT side of Mirage. Out of all the pros, donk is the most aggressive CT sided Mirage mid player that I've seen so far. Even here on the pistol round, he's pushing up mid actively looking for duels. I collected clips from pugs as well as official matches. All of the round in the rest of this video starting now is going to be focused on him towards mid and connector. There are rounds in his pugs as well as official matches where he's not playing mid and he's playing shadow and helping out towards A. When donk has the best A spawn, he's usually the one that is going to Molotov off ramp, then crosses to connector here where he's going to throw the bottom connector smoke, which gives several purposes, but here you're going to see him use it as cover to push the peak underpass, and you see VP pop out fast towards ramp, so he's going to push through the top con smoke thrown by VP to help out his teammates that were towards jungle. You're going to see donk do the same play here against VP, but he goes through the murder hole this time and he's going to pop open this ladder vent, and he does that a lot when he starts through towards window. That allows his short player to safely come out towards the ladder into window without having to break and make that noise mid-round. And here we go again. He does the same play, pushing through his bottom con smoke that he threw at the start of the round. And usually we see oppers do this, but he's so confident in his aim that he does it with a rifle. He falls back and he's going to hold this spot in jungle watching for the window boost. Spirit have 3 towards A. They are playing against Virtus Pro, which is a very slow textbook default team. There wasn't much going in the previous round, so I'm going to go on to this round here where he's in the same position. Virtus Pro throw a top con smoke. Now with the top con smoke, the biggest thing you have to worry about is T's lurking through that smoke. In the pro scene, the top con smoke is the most common way that the teams are using to take mid connector control, which then you have to make a note that if you don't have eyes on connector, T's can be inside of it. Donk sees the jungle smoke come from connector and he's going to push through to take the fight but loses it. That was definitely not a bad play because you saw how Team Spirit was set up. He wanted to help his teammates out and not be smoked out. The bottom con smoke still should be a standard smoke that you're throwing at the start of the round as a connector player, even though it did get a slight nerf in CS2 with it not giving you a one-way as much. It puts out the T's con Molotov as we saw earlier, still allows you to peek towards underpass as well as top mid if you wanted to. It also delays the T's mid control and connector control. They're not going to want to push through it. Even though the position is called connector, you hardly ever see pros playing inside connector because it's a one and done position. Early round you might be in connector, but mid to the late round you're definitely going to be more towards the top con, stairs, and jungle side. If the T's are smoking off connector, one play you could do is breaking the smoke with the HE nade. Unfortunately here it does not work out because of the bottom con smoke that donk threw earlier. Otherwise he would have spotted that T right there. You could also spray the smoke and shoot through the smoke, but be careful and mindful of how many bullets you have in the chamber because the T's could catch a timing on you. donk makes a really great play here by throwing a flash and peeking with it before the top con smoke actually lands, and he nets a frag with that. And then you're going to see donk play back more passively after he clears out window into this position here, which I don't like. He is such a good aimer that he should be in a more forward position. And if you want to see more pro POVs, make sure to check out my website CS2.app. We upload 3 pro POVs a day. The website is super easy to use. Type in the player name, for example donk, or you could go ahead and search using the filter, whether that be pro game or pug. Choose the map you want to select, CT position, or even the T position. It's free to use, CS2.app. I'm gonna show you donk's favorite play, especially if he has the best mid spawn, which is rushing up mid at the start of round, and this is what defines him as an aggressive player. You'll see him make this play a couple times a match. This is a hit or miss play depending on how the T's are positioned, and here we saw in the previous round that he had to chase for that frag and then another T popped up, which he transfers and loses the duel. If he knows the other team has an op, he's not going to overextend to the point where he's peeking towards the crack angle where the T opper could be holding, but there is a time limit here where they could peek underpass, which nobody was watching. This is a clip of him in a face-up pug and he's running it up mid, and you're going to be in a lot of trouble if you're just coming out one by one to him. He'll instantly fall back to A to help out because teams know that he is the other A player and he's out towards mid, as well as nobody's watching his underpass. When you're making this play, the issue is on T Side Mirage, you're going to usually see 2 to 3 T's, and if they're positioned together like this, they're going to win the fight. Donk in this pug is going to hold the top mid area from mid ramp here while he has his teammate on top of short watching down underpass. This position can be very deadly in pugs because it's an off angle and you can see the T's aren't flashing out as well as signal peeking. So I showed Donk with the best mid spawn going out towards window and rushing up mid. Here we see him with the best A spawn doing the same thing, throwing the ramp molotov bottom con smoke. Then he's going to push up with the cover of this top mid smoke by Furia, and he's going to take advantage of that. He immediately will fall back to help out towards A. Since Furia explode out, you're going to see him go towards stairs because jungle smoked off and stairs is not, and he's going to lose his duel here. Donk's confidence is so insane. It's like global elite playing silver. It's like you're just going to swing and peek everything, like which he's doing here. Even if Donk loses the duel, that doesn't discourage him, and he's going to keep playing how he's playing, which is aggressive, and he's going to keep peeking you and staying active. That's basically what the word confidence is, right guys? You know your aim is so much better that you're going to win 9 out of the 10 duels, so you're just going to keep doing what you're doing. Running up mid is his favorite play on Mirage CT side. So now on this round, you're going to see that he throws a smoke underpass, which will give him cover to recover from that flash. It also delays the T's from pushing up underpass, which we see they try to break the smoke here, and he's going to punish that. Here we see a 3 mid CT setup. Donk is holding underpass, Opera's holding top mid, and then the short players also holding top mid. Donk is going to turn around to help out top mid once his teammates go ahead and make contact, and he immediately watches underpass in case the T does pop up under. If the T's do come out towards A and Donk has an anchor inside A, you're going to expect him to swing out to help and assist his teammate. Like here against Furia, you see Donk is going to go out mid, doesn't see anybody, and then Furia are executing A. Donk is able to push through towards A before the jungle smoke lands, and he's able to get a multi-frag by doing this. He doesn't want his teammate on a stranded island above balcony, so he's going to come out and help him. Donk might not be the best player for you to be watching demos of. This is nothing against him. His aggressive playstyle heavily relies on his aim, which is one of the best in the world, and he's only 16. I'll be analyzing more pros, so make sure to subscribe and let me know who you want to see next, what position, what map, and I'll see you guys in the next one.